Hello everyone, this is Diane. Thanks again for coming to my channel. Yes, I am back to work on these, and I've been working on some pockets. So I have quite a few pockets in each signature, and I still need some more cards and tags. Some of them will just be ready-made inserts, like a postcard, or I have some vintage greeting cards that are so adorable that I have pulled, and playing cards and index cards and things I can just stick in, but I want to make a few more. So that's what we're going to do in this video, but let me show you what I have done as far as pockets. So I finished the back pockets on all of the signatures. This is a little fuzzy gingerbread man, and these were pieces of decorative border around the pages of this book. And then I think in this book I have done fabric. Where did I do them? Yeah. So I did fabric pockets, and I still have to do the fabric pockets for the other two journals, but I did some in this one. If I can find the calendar page. There it is. Such a pretty piece of fabric, and it already had this binding around the edge there. So let's take just a quick look. I think this one has all of the pockets. I'm kind of going back and forth between books, so some of them may have things that the other ones don't yet. So there's a little tuck spot there. Oh dear, okay. That's sewn on, not glued on. I added a milk bottle cap. There's a pocket there. Well, it doesn't seem like a lot of pockets, does it? That one doesn't have one, and then there's one there. So this one only has 3 pockets in the whole signature at this point. There's one there. So it depends on what I did with the flap that goes along with the Golden Book pages. The first signature, I didn't put any pockets on the flaps, but this one has one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one has 2 flaps on, or 2 pockets on the flaps. 5. So that one has 2 more pockets than the first signature did. 1, 2. Uh-oh. I put that pocket on with the numbers right side up, so the picture is upside down. That's not good. And a little tuck spot here, 3. 4 and 5 in this signature. So that's, you can see I have more pockets that I need to fill. So I have a couple of designs for tags. The first one is inspired by this that was in my stash, and I'm hoping to put this in one of the journals. But this is just cardstock, scrapbook cardstock. So it's got a little bit of a pattern to it, more like a texture. And a little bit of a piece from a greeting card, a vintage greeting card, and then this is wrapping paper, vintage wrapping paper. So I have prepped some pieces here with cardstock, scrapbook cardstock, scrapbook or wrapping paper pieces. And I didn't cut up any greeting cards, but I did have some strips that I could use. So I started with this one. So this is a beautiful little wrapping paper that was glued into the scrapbooks that I got last summer. Can't pick her up. So I had to remove these from the scrapbook. And these, I got all of the scrapbook paper off. This one was also, and these are from the 1940s. I still have little bits that I'm not going to try to get off. They're just going to stay there and get glued down. So for this, I have this pair of beauties that I cut from that wrapping paper. It was wonderful that the mother of the little girl saved not just the cards that she got, but the wrapping paper and glued it in, and little gift tags and things too I was able to get out of it. So that was a whole treasure trove. I'm going to add that here, and then I took a paper punch. I think there's probably 1/2-inch circles, and just punched out some of the daisy flowers that were on the background of this wrapping paper, and then add this too. So let's start with that. These are K & Company. These are old K & Company strips that went with one of my very favorite paper pads. It was one of the first paper pads that I got when I started making smash books so many years ago. And can't remember what it was called, but I loved it. And these strips were available at that time, but I never got any. I never saw them. But when my niece was disposing of some of her craft supplies, these were in it, and I couldn't believe it. So I have them. Oh, there, that looks nice there. I like that. We are having a springtime in the middle of January. Well, the end of January. It is like 57 degrees Fahrenheit today, right now. So I'd like to take a walk today, but I have so many things to do. So maybe I will. I should make that a priority because it's important. Ooh, I have an itchy eye. My eyelid required attention. And I'll probably put a little bit of lace at the top of that. That's really cute. Now this one had two separate little girls, so I just will put them on like that and then scatter some flowers. I think it's great that junk journaling allows us to give new life to things like this. And I have to say, I was thinking about those scrapbooks that I bought while I was cutting these things out, and thinking what a treasure that was to find not one, not two, but 3 scrapbooks full of children's cards from the 1940s. All from the same dealer. And I think 2 of them were from the same family, but I don't know. I'm back in the 40s. I can't remember. But they were full of birthday, Valentine, Easter, Christmas cards. And this one mother also preserved the wrapping paper and the gift tags and the gift seals. And I got 3 of them. They weren't cheap, but I sold a lot of the cards, and I still have Easter. I think that's all. I already sold Christmas, birthday, and Valentine. The ones I want to sell, I kept some, of course. So I'll have Easter cards to sell after Valentine's Day. So I've earned more money than I spent on the scrapbooks, which is great. Oh, I forgot my strip. I don't even know. Oh, here it is. Leftover piece. It's too late now because I won't be able to peel that up, I'm sure. I don't want to tear it. So this one won't have a strip on it. Would have been cute though, right? Okay, then I have this one to do. And this paper was full of images of children going and animals going to a birthday party, carrying balloons and gifts and cake, I think. And it's a very thin paper, almost tissue paper like. So adorable. Why don't they make gift wrap like this anymore? Such cute pictures. When I worked with the Hallmark cards and stuff, the gift wrap for kids, most of it was trademarked. Superheroes and Barbies and strawberry, well, we didn't have strawberry shortcake. That's American Greetings, but brands, trademarks. And these are just so sweet. I have one more. This one is vintage, but not as old. It's a cute little girl sitting on the steps of her porch with her cat, and she's eating a watermelon. I received a good-sized piece of that in a Happy Mail last year. And because one of the images of the children on this paper featured some strawberries, and I was doing strawberry journals. But there's lots of other cute images on it too. When I cut around the image that was printed on the paper, it looked very block-like because there was a door behind her. So it was pretty square. So I cut around that just to give it more interest, and then I cut a little bit here around the step just so it didn't look like a block. I'm going to add a label here. This is a digital label, and I have this word, which was also a digital. Every day, because we should celebrate the everyday. Because the everyday moments make up most of our lives and set the tone. How we respond to things sets the tone of our lives. And I am preaching to myself. Ah! There. So that is 4 tags made with gift wrap, and then I have this one. It's a little taller than them, but I have 5, so I should probably make 1 more if I decide to put 2 in a journal. But I'm going to move on to the next style that I wanted to try. And that one isn't as well planned out as this, but I think I have enough stuff here. I did do this much work. I took pieces of various children's book pages. I think they're all school books, like the readers and math books. There's a vocabulary list, and this was on the flyleaf of a math book, a teacher's edition math book. So it has her notes written on it. I would say his, but it does look like a woman's writing. I would say her or his. Anyway, that's all I did. I took an 8.5 by 11 cardstock piece and glued these things down. So now I'm going to cut them into a tag. I can't get 3 across because I want them to be on the bigger side. So I better cut one sideways before I cut the other ones. If I cut that at 4 inches, yeah, that should give me enough. That will give me 7. I'm sorry, I'm just looking and thinking. I think that would give me 7 inches in length. So I think that'll be good. Maybe I'll make it, no, I'm going to go 4 inches wide. And 4 inches wide. Got to cut that a little bit because I had to trim the overhanging paper off, and that doesn't look even. That looks better. And another 4 inches. By 7 inches. It leaves very little scrap. Alright. And these I will make into a tag shape. I don't need that. have my book images here. I saw this as I was looking for pocket pieces earlier, and I thought I have to put that on a tag. That is really cute. And I think because of the vintage book pages on this, I will ink around these. And I don't think I need to get too fancy with them as far as embellishing. I think that image is fine all by itself, and then have a reinforcement there. I think this was from an alphabet book, because I see the X, and there's a piece of a xylophone. There's a yak, part of a yak for the Y, and there's the zoo for the Z. And because this is wider, there's more room for error, so I'm going to mark where the center is. And then punch it. And I haven't done more cutting of my reinforcement die. I want to fill these boxes up with little things, but let me just see what I might have in here that is cut. I haven't done more since I did it on video. These are the bigger circles, which might be better for this big tag. Not that the hole is any bigger. There. I have a blue one. So the center is the right size, but they made the outer part bigger, which is nice on a big tag. And I'll probably ink those little pieces and then put them on. But that is a fun tag. Let's do another one. I also have this one. I had that in a pocket and I pulled it out because I put the Rick Rack tags in. So that'll have to go in somewhere. I think, is this from the We Love Kindergarten book? I know it's an Eloise Wilkin book. I'm just going to cut this part off. I know that the post of the swing is right over her, but I guess I don't need to leave that hanging down there. But I think that's cute. I think it needs a little something more. Yep, that's the We Love Kindergarten book. So cute. I might have to cut some more for this one. Oh, I could use that one. So there's another one. One more. That little boy fishing is adorable. This was from the McCall's Make It book, I think, and must be a craft to make this game. There's a little fish with something, looks like a spool or something with the number 2 on it. So it must have been how to make this fishing game. And I'll use the same rusty color. And there we go. I think, whoops. I think that is all that I need to make as far as tags go. So, because I'll insert other things. Oh, I do need to make one more of these. I showed you those before. These were already in my stash, so I need to make one more little booklet. But this is what we did today. We did 3 large tags with the collaged pictures, children's book illustrations. So they're pretty quick. Didn't take me long to glue all the pieces down on the background. And then what took me the longest on these was cutting out the pieces, which I had done before I turned on the camera. And I just think these are so cute. That one was already done. I didn't put strips on any of them except for that one. I kept forgetting. But they look fine without them. So, we're coming along. I appreciate you coming and watching with me today. I hope you were crafting along with me and having a creative day. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.